Alrighty, continuing on with Legnano. We're only on turn 3. I spent a lot of time taking back the first move and such. Chits. The Pope got 4. Barbarossa only got 2. The Pope's got an extra leader on the board at this point. Came in as reinforcements. Those come in separate from the units. The units don't actually even really need a leader because they come in as a formation together. And you can't put them on the board with them. At least that's my understanding of the rules. So, initiative went initially to Barbarossa. The Pope spent 1. Barbarossa spent 1. The Pope spent another 1. At this point, Barbarossa spending the last 1 is not only saying, geez, I had better lose command, which is likely no matter what, right? I mean, unless he spends all his actions, he's likely to lose command control, in which case his units have to attack. Now, the way I'm looking at it is this guy can probably sweep around behind. I don't know for sure. He's staying in contact with the closest unit. Just don't know. But anyhow, if he does gain command, he can rally a unit, or actually a bunch of units that are connected. Which looks important because all his units are knocked over and he's about ready to lose this battle, I think. On the other hand, if he spends his command point, he won't be able to do that. So he just couldn't keep the bidding going. So the initiative goes over to the Pope. And at this point we make, we make the leader placements. Initiative's over here. Leaders are all the same. They're all times 1s. I'm not going to be able to do multiple missile fires at once. I can't do charges at once. I don't know what to do with my leaders. I'm going to kind of try to protect my leaders so I don't lose them because they're a bonus. And, well, I'll put this one back here. We'll see what happens with them. But I really do not want to... I don't see anything I terribly want to use my leaders for. They're active. And actually, I should have only placed 1 of them. I'll be putting Barbarossa's leader there. Now we'll check for this. The Pope's not going to roll. He's perfectly happy making an impetuous charge here and with his replacements. Likewise, Barbarossa's certainly not going to pay. So we're both... Well, the Pope's got a 4 to maintain control because he has 2 leaders now. Neither side maintains, so we're going to see a nasty charge going on. Pope spent his initiative on his 2 missile units. I can clear these yellows off. Everything's moved. His command points, whatever. But they didn't have any effect, which is kind of weird because there's a bonus, actually, for attacking them out of knights. Now, because they're in this impetuous charge. So... I kind of expected I had a +1 on the die roll and I just have to outdice him. Well, I didn't get that, and I ended up using both my activations hoping to wipe out this knight. I did slip this one behind during the attack. You can see the reinforcements came in, they couldn't get close enough. I'm thinking the papacy should be mostly winning this one. They knock out 2 of those knights and they have... probably disabled Barbarossa's army. Actually, killing 2 knights was an unlikely job. What happened instead was I cleared the 1 out that was in my way. This one hit kind of from behind, not too big a deal in a follow-through, I think. I may have kind of cheated there because I forgot about his follow-through. But Barbarossa actually managed to get a follow-through here, wiped out a couple of units, and this one wiped out a unit as well. So you can see the power of the knights. We've got... down to 9 and 8. It's a very close game at this point as we swing into here. Neither side's breaking yet. And, well, the papacy still has a lot of knights in good order. At full strength. So, things are pretty good for them, but they're awfully close to that line too. 9 points instead of 8, though. That's a big difference. 1 unit for Barbarossa gone ends this. The leader ended up surviving in that round. Initiative again falls heavily in favor of the Pope. He had 4 counters, 2 in favor of Barbarossa here. I gotta get rid of these. And the Pope again bought the initiative. The advantage to that is he gets first strike in the charge ratio. But Barbarossa's hoping maybe he can keep command, rally some of his units, and be in better shape afterwards. I don't know. It just looks really risky to me at this point. Well, the papal troops managed to maintain control, which is not necessarily a good thing. They were kind of looking forward to that charge because it gives you the first strike. It gives you some advantages. Barbarossa did not maintain it, which means the command points he held onto are essentially pointless. The papal player was very inadvertently clever and lucky in keeping command. He was able to basically had everything in formation, so he was able to move all those units, not this one. This one just did a rally action, and then over here I did a missile shot before I did the movement against this. That did not work, but that's okay. It looks like things are in very bad shape for Barbarossa, but he does get that first attack, so we'll see, what he gets out of that. You notice I forgot the leaders again. I'm always forgetting to do something in some specific order. And in a game like this, it almost feels like that's more of a violation. When you're playing a big game and you screw something little up, it's not a big deal. But somehow when you're playing these little ones, I am so good at screwing things up that it's very, very frustrating. The Imperial Knights are wiped out. That's the end of the turn there, so I can pull my leaders off. And we just got 1 left. That's knocked... really, that was 2 knights down, maybe 3, I don't know. I threw them all back in already. But significant, effect. The battle is over. It's just really a question of, well, can I hunt down the rest? What's going to happen here? Chances are I can. Place the leaders in time this time. Initiative, well, the Pope gained it. Germans or Imperials tried to take it away, but Pope has more points. Now we do the quick, hey, who's screwed? I don't want to spend my command point for this, so I just hope. And my hopes do not come well. I'm still going to be out of control. Not that that's liable to matter, because I'm going to be... Well, this is halved. I wonder what happens with this. You see, this is the camp has a combat strength of 4. I'm going to say it has a strength of 2 on the backside. I don't know. Not covered in this scenario particularly. But that seems not unreasonable. But yeah, we've got control for the papal units, which means, well, this is going to charge something, and it can't really go anywhere. So it's essentially just done. But now, it's done. The Pope can't make it run. It can't panic it. That's one of the weird things. The Knights are, so focused on fighting, they're not going to stop easily. And the Barbarossa unit finishes itself off here. There's no point in continuing. Or is there? Yeah, there's a 3rd victory point to be gained. So I'm going to get the battlefield glory, because I'm totally going to be more than twice as much. And I get the enemy panicked, but that's only 2 victory points. The 3rd victory point all depends on how long the game lasts. So let's make a roll. Alright, we get another turn. Chances are it's we're going to be able to continue. Ooh, I had one of these, so they can rally this thing. In terms of command points, Barbarossa has points that he doesn't need. He spent 1 to grab the initiative away. 3 points over here as well for the papacy. They're not going to try to take that back. There's really nothing they can do. Barbarossa would pass anyhow. The initiative's unimportant at this point. Anyway, we do have the command check. That's not important for Barbarossa anymore. He doesn't have any knights. I'm not going to worry too much about it there. I maintain command, great. That means I have to spend more command points to move my army. Some quick missile fire. I wasn't able to get this one down here. The missile fire was effective. It hurt them, which means these 2 knight units are pretty much equal. We'll just try to finish this off. This is just a 1-to-1 attack, but it seems appropriate to me to try to make the attacks. because once I hit it, it'll be pinned. It won't be able to attack me. Will it attack me? It does not want to make that 1 to 2 attack if it can help it, so they're just going to hold off. Attacks didn't terribly go well for the papacy, but they did weaken the command point, our post, and now I got to roll for end of turn. Yeah, it's over. Okay, so they only got the 2-point victory instead of the 3-point. That's about it. All right, up this goes.